Good night, classmates and teacher. In this opportunity, I'm going to talk about mandatory drug tests. Well, first of all, what is a drug? Well, drug is any kind of substance that has effect, directly affect over the mind and health of the people. Well, how does the drugs affect the human body? Well, drugs it's really known all over the world and they have especially psychological impacts in humans. One of these impacts is drug addiction. Well, drug addiction it's nowadays a real problem because induce teenagers, adults, and other kind of people to addiction, then they don't have control over it. One example of it is that they don't prioritize their situation just because they feel and they have that need that they have to get a drug as soon as possible. Mandatory drug test for me has to be something not only shared on the private, it should also be practiced by the public. Why? Because drugs has to be regulated. I would like to take out about this, then drugs are not bad because there's no there's a lot of drugs that are used in medicine nowadays. We have the example of marijuana that's used to control cancer, it's used to control stress problems and others. Obviously, this is controlled over by an institution that works with these kind of products, making them in other presentation. The medicine that's used to control cancer with marijuana, basically it's an oil. And we have also cocaine that's used for people who suffer about schizophrenia and other stuff. However, they have their own doses, then a public institution certificated give it to them in order to auto-medicate themselves without a problem of addiction. In my personal opinion, a mandatory drug test has to be promoted in any kind of institutions because it's a shame to see how many people is being negatively affected by the overuse of drugs. However, if they're used under control and under supervision of organizations certificated, it's going to be useful. I would like to mention that there's a lot of organizations that work in this case doing tests to see people who is drug addicted and promote programs to help themselves to help them to go out of those addictions. In conclusion, mandatory drug tests has to be a practice that obviously has to be supervised by organizations or institutions that are commitment. They have their own commitment in the part of regulation, and they have to not allow this kind of conduct happen in their institution, giving them problems. As is well known, drug addiction destroys the life of many people. Thank you very much for listening my audio recording and have a good night. See you in the next video.